What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? This is Jill Nation, and probably doing a live stream based on my opinion, what I think of the High Republic. Because my opinion, based on some things that happened in Star Wars, is like something in Star Wars I like. I like the Mandalorian show, but the show wasn't really about the Mandalorian. It was about everybody else. It was about everybody else. I think, in my opinion, which is bad and good at the same time. Because in my opinion, if it's supposed to be bad and good at the same time, wouldn't you try to just do everything else? Because from coming from me, I think in my opinion, if you got a native show about the Mandalorian, shouldn't the show be about the Mandalorian? To be a Mandalorian instead of everything else, I think in my opinion. Because you look at the show the Mandalorian, it been about the guest stars, it been about Luke, it been about Luke Skywalker and anybody else. I think in my opinion, and that is bad. That is bad in my opinion when you name the show after. But that's just me in my opinion. If you gonna make a show about the Mandalorian, and plus the show's not about the Mandalorian, which is bad in my opinion, but it's bad and good at the same time. But just for me, right? If you gonna name the show The Mandalorian, it should be about it should be about his people. It should be about his people, what he do, and everything else. I think, in my opinion, and plus for me, right, based on the Mandalorian show, that I think the third season should be about him moving on, just for Yoda, or should they probably skip up a little bit more in time? I think, in my opinion, that they would skip because for me, if they gonna skip at least about 4 or 5 months, I think like that, it should be about some time. It should be some time to him to be able to just to adjust. I think, in my opinion. But then some people might agree, some people might not agree. But no, just for me, if you gonna move the show on, if you gonna move the show on just from Yoda and stuff, I think, in my opinion, then the show probably should skip at least about 6 months, 6 months, 6 months to a year. And that is my opinion. If y'all got a different opinion, what y'all think the show probably can skip, it should have skipped 6 months, should have skipped a year. Because, like, in my opinion, if the show probably can skip the 6 months to a year in Mandalorian season three, that after he had to say goodbye to him, that would have make it better. I think, in my opinion. But if y'all got a different opinion, what you think this just about the turn the show probably can make, y'all can tell me in the live stream if y'all think it's a good idea just for the show to move on just for Baby Yoda, or should the show bring back Baby Yoda, but then just bring back older Baby Yoda, or Grogu. No, no, not Yoda, but Grogu. Hey, God, I'm so used to calling Baby Yoda. Shoot, shoot, I am confused. Because for me, I am so used to calling the Baby Yoda since the name Grogu. The name is kind of confusing, and some people Grogu is not man. It's a good name, but the thing is, Grogu wouldn't be my first choice to name him. I think, in my opinion, I would name him like hmm, what would have been a good name for it? Because like it would have been Tom. Thomas, Larry, Jerry, um, James. But the thing is, you might want an alien name, and plus, I don't know no good alien names, but group, Baby Yoda was one of them. Yoda was a good name. I think, in my opinion. But I think that it was an article about the High Republic too. What's it about? Because it was a show. It was an article on this. Where is the article? Where's the article? Yeah, right there, right there. It was an article based on this. Just in case people didn't know. But yeah, right there. If you look at the code, they even changed the canon because the old canon is good, in my opinion. But then some people just want to change canon, some people don't. But then time for me, I would have let's read this. Let's read this thing right here. Let's read what's it about. The New Republic era is also known as the era of the New Republic, the age of the Resistance, and this is before Anakin and everybody was like that, which is stupid. They should have put it after, but then, since they want to do it like that, I'll be mad because for me, I know about the old lore, something like Sidious, Vader, Luke Walker, Mara Jade. Um, I know about old time Yoda, Mace Windu, and not all that's gonna be erased because they want to put the newer plug era before, which don't make no sense. I think, in my opinion, but then some people just want to do it. Some people just want to do it though, but that's just me. And let's just try to read the rest of it. It was marked the time immediately followed the Asian Empire, marked the rise of the rule of the Democratic New Republic was gradually established after the defeat of the fascist empire at Endor. Endor. I hope I saying it right. It's Endor, right? I hope I saying it right. And y'all can tell me down in the comments if I saying these stuff right. Because the thing about it, well, I thought this was a it was turned permitted to the rising. Oh man, they tried to add the new sequel to be relevant in the universe. We don't like the new sequels. I don't. People probably hate me for saying this, but that's what I don't like the sequel trilogy. Good thing about it, I don't like episode 8 and I don't like episode 9, but I like episode 7. But that's the thing. I like episode 7, but episode 8 and 9 kills it for me. Be, because like for me, right, if I were doing a show or so you try to do a show or a movie, something like that, I would tell Disney to erase 7. No, not erase 7, but erase 8 and 9 just for canon. If you erase episode 8 and 9 for canon, I'm good. So that's just me. But then some people might want to erase 7 and plus for me, I won't be willing to do that. But I'm willing to do episode 8 and 9. Erase those two. It's the appearances, non-canon characters, years 5 ABY to 34 ABY. Oh man. No man. Let's just see if there's anything else on here. Important events. Man, there's gonna be some bad stuff. Really. Only stuff non-canon. Oh, Poe, man. I'm kind of confused on some of these stuff because they say some of these stuff non-canon, some of them not, which is confusing in my opinion. Because I thought some of these stuff was canon, but they're not. To the thing, what's use playing the games and half these stuff won't even be canon. There's no use to playing nothing. So sense. Hmm. The new Republic era chronological information. Years 5 AB to 34 AB. Boom. Okay. The distances, the galaxy, the preceding, the imperial era. I mean that mean the Sith and stuff, but I'm not sure. And this is facts and statistics, galactic civil war, hunt for Gore, Gun, hunt for Grogu. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't the show. And Maxine Warrior Crisis, Cold War, mission on Colossus platform. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Those are conflicts. Occupation of Colossus. And hunt for Laura San Tika. And the final conflict is the first order / resistance war. Okay. Man, half the events won't even matter because the trilogy gonna be erased. I think it should be erased in my opinion, but some people might not like me for saying that. Like it should be erased. It should be erased. I think, in my opinion, it should be, and that is my opinion based on the new Republican stuff we're talking about. And and do y'all got an opinion based on other stuff that y'all might have look at if y'all like if y'all like the new Republic? Because it sounds like for me now, if y'all like the just the new Republic, y'all can tell me the reason why y'all like it in the comments and anything like that. If y'all like the new Republic, or if y'all just like the new, um, if y'all just like, yeah, y'all just like having just new characters up in the universe where y'all can see. Because like for me, right, I wouldn't even, um, I don't even like having half of these stuff up in canon anyway. Because like you want to do something new, just do something new just for the future. Don't try to erase the old stuff. Just just put your new stuff in it. Just put it. Just say it's for the future. When you put the future, just make that stuff better. I think, in my opinion, because you just try to erase the old stuff that you won't even have um the time just to have certain people inside there. I think, in my opinion, if you try to erase everything, I think, in my opinion, because you don't like certain stuff. I think, in my opinion, like some people might not like me for saying this, but just for me. But then it's something like just for me, right? I wouldn't like other people doing it. I think, in my opinion, just erasing my stuff, I think, in my opinion, if I was some kind of curator over a property, now say just make your own version of the property. I think, in my opinion, that that would have just what I would have done. I would have made myself the new property, new characters, and just make good storylines that make sense. Because you try to erase certain stuff and you don't have a good plan behind it, then people will be mad at you. Then people gonna be mad at you and stuff like that. I think, in my opinion, because you try to embrace the old characters instead of you just try to make your own characters and own stuff that you're trying to do. Because, like in my opinion, because like in my opinion, I think they have good intentions with the New Republic, but the thing is, like, I just wouldn't. How can I say this? I just wouldn't do it. In my opinion, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't make a new property, the new Republic property, and just said that this is the new canon, just how stuff have begun. Because, like in my opinion, that wouldn't make no sense just for people to try to just try to say this is this, but that don't exist, but this is this, but that don't exist right here. I say that make no sense. I think, in my opinion, but that's just me. But that's just me to say that this part is this, but that don't. And based on other stuff that I might want to talk about, Star Wars news. I think it was some other news too, but they're talking about um it would talk about some Patty Jenkins is doing a movie based on the Road Sandra. I I think that Patty Jenkins could make a real good movie, a Road Squadrons. I think, in my opinion, and and plus for me, right? I think that Patty Jenkins might have some kind of she can make a good story. I think just out of that movie, because like some people might not be excited for it, but for me, if she make a good movie and the trailer look good and the story look good throughout the trailer, that will be good, in my opinion. What I think that probably can help, it probably can help, in my opinion. But the thing is, some people might not, they might not agree with me based on that point. But the thing is, that I actually glad for Patty that she actually making this movie. Like sound like for this point, I would be glad that she making this movie. But that's just me. Some people might not agree with me saying like I'm glad for her making this movie, but for me, I am glad that she will be making this movie because like for me, like she brings um feelings when the character, she bring in relationships good. I think I like her way that she builds stories. I like the way that she do colors in her films, like she did Wonder Woman 1984 and Wonder Woman 1, along with Zack Snyder help, I think. Yeah, he did that movie too. And plus, also, just in my opinion, if she can actually do more, I think of them stuff. It sounds like just do more action scenes. Just try to make the action scenes mean something throughout the movie. I think, in my opinion, because think about it, if she can do that, that will be good. Yeah, let me try to find the Star Wars news everybody was talking about though, because they say it was Star Wars news, but I'm not sure which news they're talking about. Is it a new movie? Because like I know that Boba Fett is getting a series, I think, but I don't know how they're gonna do the new Star Wars the new Boba Fett series, because you look at it, Boba Fett and Mandalorian sound like similar characters. They gotta have to find a way to make those two different, because you don't, if that people just gonna say that you copying the Mandalorian and you can't come up with an original concept. But but the thing is like just for me, right? If you gotta make a new Star Wars movie or anything, a new Star Wars show, sound like Boba Fett, make sure just make sure that you bring in some kind of the gangster side, just an underworld, just in the Boba Fett series, because you look at the Stinger. just at the end of Boba Fett. Boba Fett came in, took over, shot the man. He sat on the throne, along with the other lady who played as May and Agent of Sirius near Felix. I think Felix, but I'm just not sure of the person's name. But that's just me. I'm not sure of the person's name. What was their name, everything like that. Because like for me, if you gotta make a Boba Fett series, I think in my opinion, it's like you probably should try because you probably should try certain and you probably should try certain stuff. I think, in my opinion, before you judge people, just judge the series as the series first as you look at it. Because, like for me, right, if I see the Boba Fett series and for the Boba Fett series is not actually different just in the other series, then that will be very disappointing in my opinion. That would be very disappointing because like Star Wars got all different kind of characters that they can make. Let me see. Let me see. Star Wars. Star Wars. Star Wars. Hmm. It's a Star Wars trilogy remake. Rumors is preposterous. Ooh, I would actually support that one because like for me, I would actually love a I just would love that. I think in my opinion, I would love that if they make a remake. Okay, let's share this on screen. Let's share this screen right here. And this say the Star Wars sequel right there. The Star Wars sequel trilogy remake is a rumor. Man, I hope this junk is not a rumor. I hope it's not. I hope this ain't a rumor because if it's true, I will be on board with this. Let's read this article. The Star Wars sequel trilogy remake is a rumor, preposterous, trusted leakers say. I got a bad feeling about this. Is Disney planning on to erase the Star Wars trilogy sequel and replace it with a new Disney miniseries? Is Elvis Presley living with aliens? Really? Really? Now, this person right here, whoever wrote this, the first paragraph sounds like he is sarcastic. That's what the Star Wars trilogy sucked. It sucked. It was bad. But the thing is, why won't people just accept that it was bad? I think, in my opinion, because if you can accept that something is bad and you making pot shots in your first paragraph, that is gonna put people off. If you if people don't get it, they're gonna put people off right away, in my opinion. And let's just keep on reading it. It's time to come back down to reality. As a child, I love tabloids at the Weekly World with their outrageous claims about celebrity brain being replaced by UVS. But even as a kid, I knew these headlines were bogus. As an adult, we all know that similar headlines supposed to instant remakes of Star Wars films are just as credible. He might have a point there, but the thing, in my opinion, is like if they actually make a mini series just to erase those episode 8 and 9, ooh, I'll be good. I'll be good. Okay. Recently, the Star Wars community has been buzzing about rumors concerning secret projects behind the scenes at Disney and Lucasfilm. Disney and Lucasfilm. Both of them is in this. It goes like this: Lucasfilm and Disney archive footage for Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. She painted all over The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of the Skywalker. Oh man. With a Disney series that tells a new version of the trip. Oh yes. Yes. Boy, if they're actually doing this, I'll be glad, bro. If they're actually doing this right here, man, bro, shoot, man, I hope they're doing this. I hope they is making, man, shoot. I hope these people is actually making a sequel trilogy behind the scenes and make sure that can erase most of the bad stuff that was in Star Wars sequel trilogy. To the second movie, up in the second movie, that the Last Jedi, he got Luke Skywalker not training nobody, throwing away a lightsaber. Luke Skywalker wouldn't do that. Luke Skywalker would not do that. He would not. Man, that make no sense to me in the Last Jedi when it showed him just being grumpy, mean, and everything else. I think, in my opinion, which wouldn't make sense. That just that man, shoot, that's just my opinion. That, like in my opinion, I don't think this would have worked. This would have worked. I was just keep this the trilogy intact because the Star Wars trilogy just had broke so many rules. Had broke so many rules based on the Force and everything else. And I wouldn't know that. My Star Wars opinion. Yep, right there. That's on the screen just to tell you that this is my opinion. That's not my fact or nothing like that. That's not a fact in the news or anything like that. That's just my opinion. And it originated with YouTuber called Doomcock and translated by tabloids outlet like Express. Likelihood is going to happen very close to zero. I don't I don't think it's zero. It could be a chance, but the thing is, I wouldn't say zero. No, I wouldn't say zero. That's just me. Inverse reach out to established leaker Jason Ward of the making of the Star Wars get a gut check on these rumors from the Last Jedi. Man, should this person, man, who writing this article seem like he likes the sequel trilogy? But the thing is, people hate the sequel trilogy because the sequel trilogy didn't make no sense to episode 8 or 9, and that's what kills it. Episode 7 was good, but episode 8 and 9 is not. Episode 9 is not good, in my opinion. But the thing is, y'all can put just y'all opinion down if y'all like episode 7, 8, or 9, if y'all like the sequel trilogy all together. Because me, all together, I didn't like it, but it was episode 7. I liked that one. Episode 8, I did not like that at all. The episode 9, I didn't like it either. And said Rise of Skywalker had early scoop of the future of the franchise. He draws the wealth of source that he scrupulously keep anonymous, amounting to composites of info which you could think of like Star Wars, Deep Throat. He is right more than he's not. Double check on his scoop before commenting. Okay. There is nothing that makes me think anyone else in England be working the sequel trilogy. And they should. And they should work on the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy sucks. It sucks. Carrie Fisher might have died, but that's what the sequel trilogy sucks. I don't like it. I don't like the sequel trilogy at all. But that's just me. I don't like the sequel trilogy at all, man. And but should that just me? That just me in my opinion. I don't like the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy sucks to me. The story didn't make sense. The people having powers, people know how to fight better than everybody up in up in all these stuff, everything like that. But that's just me. But should that just me in my opinion? Like this, they got all these people know how to fight. They fighting knights. They fighting Sith masters trained for years. Beginners beating them, which don't make no sense. I think, in my opinion, if you look at history of Star Wars, like you got to train, man. You got to train like in Force or something. These people here just been Jedi Masters and Siths in less than a movie. Bow bow. Especially Ray, because she out mind checking a Sith Lord, I think, and that didn't make no sense at all. And they say before anybody mentions the legions of Last Jedi haters, come on now, come on now, you can't call everybody haters now who didn't like the Last Jedi movie, which don't make no sense at all. Hey, God, before anybody mentioned Last Jedi haters, which is not haters, they didn't like the story or anything else that was going along with it. Lucas stands to make money, spending on, allowed this to sink in. The Last Jedi made 1.33 billion. Yeah, yeah, that's all right. All right. Made 1.33 billion though. Hey, God, worldwide. With that just ticket sales and just one film of the sequel trilogy, everybody just went to the sequel trilogy because people wanted answers for Ray and Finn character arc in the second movie. That's the only reason why this movie made money in the first place. Just in case people don't get it, they didn't went to the movie just because of Star Wars. They went to the movie just to answer questions based on Ray and what she doing. But it just me that that just me in my opinion. What I think this thing was doing. I think in my opinion. But should that just me in my opinion that just me in my opinion. What I think is what I think is happening up in this letter. This person loved the sequel trilogy with a scene like it. They love the sequel trilogy, but the thing is, some people might not love it as much as I don't like it. As much as as much as this man did, I like the sequel trilogy. I didn't like it at all. It makes no sense in some parts. And and this said that before, yeah, yeah, that's one film. And but I'm not crazy about the rise of Skywalker. But it made $1.074 billion. What in the world? In the Force Awakens, made 2 billion. Oh shucks. I understand the Force Awakens making a movie, making that much money. It's based on the hype of Star Wars itself. But the people hated that one. The third one, the money went down even more just to prove that the movie has sucked. It proved it. But some people might not like me saying the movie has sucked, but it did. The movie was not a good movie. The Rise of Skywalker. It didn't make sense in some parts. Could they able to they able to see people, they able to be like just saying new powers at certain times, be able to heal people. I say, wait a minute, now where all these powers coming from? There's no rules establishing, it's no rules, no limits, no nothing. When it seems like establishing up in this world that there was Star Wars, there was Secret Trilogy, because it seemed like you just do anything. Ray. Inverse reach out to Disney, commenting on the rumors, but as writing has not heard back yet. You was all show before. You was all show before they want me remaking it. But there's literally billions of reasons why Disney wouldn't even feel like responding to this room. And Disney being, and do you ever think about the numbers despite the vocal aspects who are saying one way or another that the larger Star Wars mandate has nothing to do with YouTubers? What a YouTuber thinks? Really? Really? Now this article is just disrespectful to everybody. It's disrespectful. Don't we care what a YouTuber think? Come on, man. Come on, man. That make no sense with what you just said. And the Terminator comparison, when you consider how much recent Recon failed, Terminator Dark Fate, box office flop, the movie wasn't good. The movie wasn't a really good movie to be a reboot for some people's eyes. Me, me, the Terminator Dark Fate movie, I give it a C minus. No, not a C minus, but a C plus. It tried, it has action in it. It tried to have a story in it. Some of the story that makes sense, but still, that but still, for me, in my opinion, if they could have had half the movies actually had good story, good character development, and stuff like that, half it really went to flop. I think, in my opinion, it would not have flopped. But it's just me. That just me, in my opinion. What I think the movie would flop, what movie would flop. I don't think Terminator Dark Fate went to flop if the story wouldn't make sense. But the story didn't make sense at certain points. But this person right here is acting like the new Arnold Schwarzenegger, this other lady McKinsey or something like that. I think was her name, but it just don't make no sense. But yes, Star Trek and Marvel get away with this kind of crap all the time. Wait a minute now. Star Trek, not true. Marvel, that might be true to a point, but the thing is, Marvel movies have good stories. Some of them. Rise of the Skywalker and Last Jedi did not have good story. And the action was mediocre at some points. But if y'all like me saying that, it's true. Go back and look at the Star Wars fights. It was not as good as the prequel fights. I think, in my opinion. But that's just me. But then, if y'all got a different opinion, just type it down below. If y'all got a different opinion and anything else like that. But that's just me. That just trying to go back. In this fight scene right here, Ray should have been dead. She should have been dead because she was not a trained Jedi. She just been a person that had ability to swing a sword. But the thing is, the red knight should have been able to deal with her real easily. Like, for me, like, at some point, those red people couldn't even deal with a rookie Ray. Ray was a rookie. She wasn't even experienced Jedi. Those people sucked as bodyguards. And Kylo Ren had helped, but the thing about it, I expect Kylo Ren to be able to handle him, but I didn't expect Ray not to handle him too. Unless Ray was training off screen, and we don't know about it, which don't make no sense. But there are more reasons the rumors can be dismissed as a toxic. Really, all the fans is not toxic because you like sequel trilogy. We don't like the sequel trilogy. But there's literally no reason to think Lucasfilm will disrespect the memory of Carrie Fisher, an actor who placed her faith in J.J. Abrams and Ryan Johnson. That makes she might have had faith in them, but they sure let her down. But Fisher co-dedicated her final memoir in The Princess Diaries to her Star Wars co-stars and directors excluding Richard Marquardt. Fisher loved working with Abraham and Johnson, and had she not, wouldn't have when she have not had wouldn't have something nice to say about him. The snub of Return of the Jedi director Mark Webb speaks volumes. Fisher wasn't someone who played diplomatic Hollywood games. She was honest and upfront. She was behind board. If she was a good actress, but she did not make some. If if she made a big old decision for her to float in space, this was a bad decision on her part. I think, in my opinion, that's a bad decision. And the Star Wars Secret Service is screaming on Disney. Yep, I won't look at them. But that's just me. Shoot, man, shoot. That's just me, in my opinion. When I think about half of these on Star Wars stuff, because like for me, right, the Star Wars stuff don't make no sense. The Star Wars stuff don't make no sense. I think, in my opinion, like some people said that they don't want the sequel trilogy to erase, but it should be erased. I think, in my opinion, if you can erase the Star Wars trilogy and make a better trilogy out of it, and just make it a feature movie, that will be a good idea. I think, in my opinion, but but that just me. That just me, in my opinion. What I think of it, but some people might not like my opinion based on that, based on a racist sequel trilogy. Some people like it. Okay, they can like it, but that's what, erase that just for canon and make that up in a multiverse over there. A multiverse, something like DC and Marvel doing. This multiverse that. It's multiverse like that, in my opinion. But that's just me. That just me, in my opinion. What I think that they're doing. But some people might not agree with me on that. But shoot, that's just me. Like, you should not make a movie without making sure the old canon, that what you're making a base movie on, is good unless it's close to it. Episode 8 and 9 had characters acting out of character, I think, in my opinion. They had people acting out of character, which made no sense. Because you look at the stuff they're acting out of character, Luke Skywalker ain't helping training Ray. That wouldn't happen because he always happy, serious at the same time. But he need help for you to train, he will train. But shoot, that's just me. That just me, in my opinion. What I think you could be doing. But shoot, time for me, right? I wouldn't like half these stuff around here. Sound like Star Wars fans complain about every little thing out there, in my opinion. But the thing, some people agreements is relevant, but some people not, and some people just be complaining just to complain. I think, in my opinion. But shoot, time for me, I probably got the shoot. It's about some Marvel news, I think, too. But for me, right, for this part of the live, I will be talking about Wanda. But shoot, that just me. Let me just type it in. My WandaVision opinion so far. My WandaVision review so far. My WandaVision review so far. Episode 1. Didn't make episode 1 and 2 should have been one episode. In episode 1, they have Wanda and Vision living in some type of neighborhood. I think, in my opinion, like they just close in a neighborhood. They just closing in. That neighborhood is blocking. Seeing like they going by the house of M, but the thing is, they're not taking that seriously. They're taking it some kind of 60s type of vibe. I think with that, which don't make no sense. I think, in my opinion, because like in the house of M, they had what they had? They had the X-Men in it, and they had Professor Xavier. But the thing is, the MCU didn't even introduce the X-Men yet. How you how how you making a WandaVision show, but you don't show the X-Men, which don't make no sense? Because you need the X-Men to help with Wanda, and that's the thing. And that's the thing that people just don't get. You need the X-Men for some of these powerful threats. Because like Geraldine, no, who was Geraldine like in first two episodes, and the second episode, it seemed like somebody was like racing something. No, that's not racing something. What is that? Yeah, Don. What is that? What is that? What am I talking about? Shucks. What was her name? That black lady name on the show? Who who wanted to kick out? It was Geraldine, I think. It was Geraldine, but the neighbor is Attica. But the thing is, I don't trust Attica too much because she seems like she might be one of them, one of the enemies who talk nice to you 1 minute and just be mean the next, or be evil the next minute. I think, in my opinion, it would have seemed like Agatha is one of the witches. I think Agatha's a witch though, but I'm not sure. Because Agatha the witch, because I sure don't know. The first two episodes been just been a waste of time. Third episode, the third episode of WandaVision. Let me say it like this: I like it. I like the WandaVision more than the first two. It moved the story along because, like in the third episode, I think. Oh shoot, what was third episode? Third episode of WandaVision. The first two been about them just just be them adjusting the light. And for the third, they about their balls, vision balls coming over, seeing like the balls were choking because of Wanda. But the thing is, Vision is a robot, and plus, I don't even know if it's gonna be a real good movie. No, not movie, but a real good show based on the third and fourth episode. Because like in the third episode, it seemed like Geraldine wasn't there, but in the fourth episode, um, what's that fourth episode? The fourth episode of WandaVision, it been about the people just in the outside world, outside one the bubble. It seems like people just try to move over and move in. I think, in my opinion, because the fourth episode, it been about that. It been about Asian who try to get into the one the bubble and get her out. But the thing is, nobody know how the show is going and who actually doing the portal. And just what Geraldine just had got in and got out. The third episode, got in and got out. You got in because she got in because she reached in. because she got in the one division thing and got out. I think, in my opinion, but some people might not agree with me based on that. But it's a time for me, like a time for me, right? I wouldn't even doing all that. I think, in my opinion, if they wouldn't have wasted their time the first two episodes, in the first two episodes, it should have went to the first two episodes should have been one episode. The second episode, move the story along. The third episode, be about Monica Rambeau. I think Monica. Yeah. I think about Monica moving along, moving along for me, right? Shoot, that would have me. It would have me, in my opinion. But should it would have been me. It would have me, in my opinion. If they wouldn't have had waste time in the first two episodes, did with one division, we could have moved the story on a little bit better and a little bit faster. And plus, in the fourth episode, it's getting better. It's getting good. But that's what. But the same people around here, but same people around here who deal on Marvel will keep on saying that the 1980s, like these old feel like in that, like it was in Wonder Woman 84. People are complaining about the tone. People complain about the colors, but nobody is saying nothing about the Wonder Vision colors. Nobody's saying nothing about the Wonder Vision comedy. Nobody's saying nothing about that. Does our story moving along? And this the bias I'm talking about dealing with Disney and dealing with Warner Brothers. But that's just me dealing with the bias of the just the general public. But for me, not if people wanted to judge like DC and Marvel like that, DC, if they willing to judge DC and Marvel the same way, I would be cool with it. But the thing is, people don't judge Marvel and DC the same. People give um Disney more faith in their movies than DC, in my opinion. DC movies, not all of them might be the best, but come on, you got to get them some type of credit. I think, in my opinion, because you willing to give them credit, that I will be good. If you give them the same amount of credit that you give them, I will be good. But the thing is, some people might not agree with me in saying that Disney that with Disney and DC deserve the same amount of respect. But shouldn't doubt me, you know what I'm saying? Give them the same respect that you will give any they judge them the same way like you judge Marvel. Because you don't do that, some people are just going to assume that you not how do I say this? That you is not being fair to both people. And I will put down a link if y'all want to come in and act like that. But should that just me? If y'all want to come in and anything like that, y'all do a screen and ask me questions. There's anything that y'all could, if y'all want to, if y'all want to come in. But in my thing deal with Marvel, if you're gonna do a new, wait a minute. Let me come in. Nope, I am finished with the One Division. One Division, it is an average good show for now. It's an average good show because for me, the show just been a failure for me. The first two episodes, the third and fourth episode, bringing up the average. But that's just me. But some people might not agree with me based on that point. In my next part, I will be giving my opinion based on Marvel. Marvel future. And this is my opinion based on Marvel Future. The Marvel Future could be good as long as the people is actually given a fair opinion about it. Because like for me, if it's not a fair shake, if it's not a fair shake, I think in my opinion, if you get one company better benefit than the other, it's something Marvel always be getting, then that company will not be getting no type of hard critiques. I think in my opinion, and but this is my opinion that but I think the Spider-Man movie is gonna be good. I think Spider-Man movie would be good. The Spider-Man 3, one with Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and the best of them all, Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man, I think, in my opinion. But some people might not like me saying that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is the best one. But at the end of the time, for me, like I think Spider-Man, the Tobey Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man that I seen. That is the best one that I think, in my opinion. Because like some people like Andrew Garfield, some people like Tom Holland, but my favorite Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire, the first Spider-Man. And that was the first Spider-Man that I seen in theaters. It's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and that was one of the best experiences I had. Because like I am fans of Marvel characters too, but the thing for me, I'm just more characters of DC. But for me, but I think Tobey Maguire had pulled off Peter Parker, and plus he pulled off Spider-Man at the same time. I think the best. I think, in my opinion, he pulled off the better overall experience in between two. Some people think that Andrew Garfield got the best Spider-Man. Um, Actually, I think because, like, in my opinion, y'all gotta put your opinion down. With Spider-Man y'all like. If y'all like Tobey Spider-Man, if y'all like Tobey Spider-Man, Peter Parker, let's pick y'all favorite actors that y'all have. If y'all have any sound like Peter Parker, sound sound like Toby, Tom Holland, or Andrew Garfield. Y'all pick y'all three or type it in down below. Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Because my favorite Spider-Man is Toby. But that's just me. I like his Spider-Man Peter Parker all together. And plus for the other one, let me see the other Marvel movie, Shang-Chi. I got to look him up because sure, I know his movie coming out this year. I think. Let me try to figure out because like for me, Shang-Chi is sound like a kung fu fighting superhero. He's a kung fu fighting superhero that fights for good. Let me bring in the Shang-Chi movie. Oh, shoot. Okay, Marvel Shang-Chi movie. Shang-Chi. Oh, shucks. Let's just try to figure out what that movie is. Come on, please be a good movie. Please, let it be good. Oh yeah, and put the Moon Knight show, 2021. Yeah, I was right. It was supposed to come out this year. Marvel films open up July 9th, okay, the 7th month. The original, opening summer, Samuel Liu. Wait a minute. Okay, let's just try to click on the article and show it to y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Because they said the Shang-Chi movie supposed to be coming out July 9th, 2021. But that movie might get a HBO special type of treatment. It might come out on Disney Plus and plus come out in theaters. But the thing is, it just depends on what shape this United States in by that time because I think it should be good. Okay, okay, let's try to type it. And y'all can come in and anytime y'all want to click on the link. If y'all got questions about the news or anything, like I'm saying, if y'all got questions or anything, y'all can click on the link if y'all want to. It's the Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings reveal additional cast. Oh, yes. I want to know that too. Because shoot, I'm finding right along with y'all by Rachel Page. Okay. Okay. Shang-Chi. Okay, okay. I like the title font. I like I like the way it's written, designed, everything. I like that part. That's good. It's a opening summer 2021. Samuel Lu stars as Shang-Chi and Marvel Studios. Shang-Chi in a Marvel. Oh man. In a Marvel Studio, Shang-Chi, the Legend of Ten Rings. Shang-Chi must confront his past he thought he left behind. Ooh, shoot. Oh, shucks. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ain't he supposed to right? He supposed to fight the real man. No, the manager, the real manager that was supposed to be in um how can I say this? He was supposed to be in the real no so and he supposed to be in the real spot. He was in the real villain in Iron Man 3, but he wasn't because of something deal with China, I think they say, which didn't make no sense, in my opinion, which didn't make no sense. But in the fan also includes Tony Lu as Wing, Edward Feeney as Shang-Chi friend, Katie, okay, okay, Aquafina, okay. Wait, that's how you say it? Oh, not my shoot. And just Michelle Ye as Jane Nam, and Fala Chin as Mentor Zhang, Florian Mitchell and Ronnie Chang appear in the upcoming movie, which directed by Daniel Cretton. Yes, yes. I like this. I like this cast. The only cast I ain't sure about is Aquafina, but she might be good in it anyway because she know how to act just to a certain point, I think. But she could act though, I think, man. And the cast is this Samuel Lu right here, who supposed to be playing Shang-Chi. This is Tony. Wait a minute. I seen him in a movie before. He got me good. I'm not worried about him. Tony Lu, Aquafina. I don't know what her character is supposed to be. If y'all can tell me down below what this character is supposed to be, Katie and Shang-Chi, that would have been good. That'd be good if y'all can tell me that. And plus Major Zane, playing Zane Lane is Zia Lane. Oh shucks, not sure. Dang, nah. I hope I saying it right, but shucks, man, I don't want to say it wrong though. And plus, her Michelle, yeah, you right? Yep. I like her growing up. I like her. She gonna act real good. I think, in my opinion. I'm not one by her either. Ronnie Ching. I don't know what you playing as. If you playing as friends, if they were playing as the people who part of his crew or something like that, who part of his crew, everything like that, because I'm just not sure. And plus Fala Chin is Jane Lee. I'm not sure. Some of these people might be evil, and plus I don't. It might play evil characters, or might be playing as teachers, and they could be playing as evil senseis or something, or evil students. I'm not sure. And Florian Meteor playing Razorfist. Now this look like it's gonna be a good movie, good cast. Some questions, but shoot, for me the movie might be good. I think, in my opinion. And plus for me, I hope the choreography and the story is good. I want a good story and good choreography doing the movie. And one thing information about Phase 4 cinematic news out of 2020. Investors Day right here. Stay tuned for more. And just the Phase 4, Marvel.com. Hmm, man, shoot, man. I like this. I like the cast. I like the cast and everything. In my opinion, I like the cast. Like the cast, everything looks good. Some people might not like me saying that cast is good, but for me, I think the cast is actually good. The cast for me, right, is actually a real, a real good cast just for a new character. It could be good, entertaining, and funny at the same time. I think. In normal Marvel, they might have some jokes in between. They probably can have jokes. There's normal Marvel, but shoot, that's just me. If y'all have if y'all have any opinion based on this cast on anything dealing with Shang-Chi, if y'all think the movie's gonna be good, y'all can type yes or no. If y'all think it's gonna be good or average, then sure. And y'all can type it then sure. And y'all can type it down below if y'all want to. But time for me, I think the cast's gonna be good, and the movie is gonna be it's gonna be better, just as some people expect. Because like for me, I like I like Shang-Chi, but the thing is, I don't know how Marvel Studios just gonna translate some of these stuff to film. Because thing about Shang-Chi need at least 2 or 3 movies to get his own story together. I think in origins and everything like that, and the challenges he went through. But it just me, in my opinion. Well, I think this character got powers. This character could fight, and plus, my opinion, when is Iron Fist just gonna pop up in the movie? Because we need an Iron Fist up in here, up in this movie, or at least a teaser of Iron Fist up in this movie at some point. Because you had Shang-Chi, man, you at least need Iron Fist because on both of them fighting the same people. I think the hand, but sure, that's just me, in my opinion, what I think. Because you're gonna be fighting all these people up in here. You gotta fight all these people up here, man. I don't get it. I just don't get it, in my opinion. If you're gonna be um fight fighting villains without help, but you need help in every superhero story, and these things don't work. But it's just me, in my opinion, because we need Iron Fist, we need Daredevil, we need we need a Luke Cage movie at some point, or a series popping up, uh, or movie or something, man. That's what we need. But that's just me, in my opinion. uh, What I think this movie probably can get or need, in my opinion. But some people might not agree with me on that. If we need Iron Fist up in this up up in future movies, I think. But for me, just putting just a step on him in the future movie Shang-Chi, just let him make his own movie first, then put him up in Shang-Chi second movie or third movie. I think my opinion that probably can work out good. D- Depending on it, just depend on just when the movie set. But that's just me, in my opinion. And um and what else? And what else? And what else I need to talk about? Because it was something else I need to talk about. I think I finished, but I'm not sure. Let me try. And but that's just me, in my opinion. What I think that and but that's just me, in my opinion. What I think people might need an Iron Fist movie or anything like that, because the show didn't work out too good. Because think about, if we gotta do another show dealing with this, we gonna need an actor or the same actor of him doing better choreography and more action in the series, because we can't be doing this. And YouTube, I see y'all later. I see y'all later, YouTube, and see y'all tomorrow on a live stream. And plus, I see y'all later. Just have a good day.